Chat. What it do? What it do? I'm sorry that it looks like this. Give me just a second. Let me switch it. Wait, why is it actually showing that? Because that is not... Hold on. Where's my BlueStacks at? That's the multi-instances. Here it is. There we go. Give me just a second to get the emulator going. Sorry for the late stream chat, or being late to the stream, let me say. Your boy had to actually get his mixer working, so it took a little bit. Not too much though, just time bit. I gotta get everything going over here. How's everybody doing today, chat? There we go. Romnix, what's up? What do you use to run GS on PC? BlueStacks. Hopefully I don't have to update. I don't think I do. I don't think there's an update for GS. Not yet, at least. Because What's It Face comes tomorrow. Dan. Well, tomorrow night. Alright. Let everybody in the Discord know we are out here right now. All right, Jan, we got some things to talk about today too, as GS struggles to open on BlueStacks for some reason. Let's try to get that going. Got 2K crystals saved up, kind of excited. Hey, motivation. I hope that you get them before you have to go to pity. If you can save, you know, some of that for like later crossovers, that would be great. Everyone holding gems tills bullseye. I don't know if they're gonna do a bullseye. Dude, they haven't done a bullseye, I feel like, in forever. Looks like he's gonna be so fun and good. Yeah, Oka Run does look really good. We're gonna be talking about that in just a second. What's up, Daz? How you doing? There we go, finally. It's taking a minute. But chat, if you haven't seen already, we posted a video earlier today about the Dan units, and they are looking very good, especially John Dan himself. It looks crazy, man. They honestly both are looking like ridiculous in this game. If you guys haven't seen it, don't worry. I will cover it right here for you so we can get everybody up to speed whenever we talk about this. But let's just go like how we did in the video. Let's talk about Momo first while this is updating. And hold on, I gotta switch this over to the other window. This one. There we go. Give me just a second, chat. It's gonna look a little weird for a second. There we go. All right. So Momo is out here with a pretty okay kit. I know some people are saying she's garbage. I don't think she's garbage by any means, but definitely not as good as we were thinking. Because the initial preview of Momo, if we scroll up just a little bit, was up here, and it said, what the? I didn't even know you could do that, but it said this: Water Element All-Arounder, packing Super Crit, equip CT speeds, boost, and damage reduction, which is what we got, but the way how they did it is kind of a little yikes. And what I mean by that is that if we scroll down here to Momo, her slots, god-awful, absolutely atrocious. Magic, defense, magic, horrendous. Unless she is a defensive powerhouse, possibly. And I think she will be that a little bit, not entirely. But We have a skill that gives art gauge, which is great. We have an art that gives art as well, and also DR down. Now, mind you, this DR down is very unique because it's tied to specific races: humans, demons, and beasts. That means that this DR down stacks with all unconditional DR downs in the game. So think of DR downs like Senki, for an example, or another DR down would be Beta. Momo's DR will stack against or with those if you are fighting one of these enemies, since it's a conditional effect. And then the true art is a magic equipped CT speed buff to herself, and then you get an ally equipped CT speed buff. What's interesting to this is I'm wondering, does that mean that she has 100% equipped CT speed with magic equipment? Because if that's the case, that's actually really good. Because there's a few magic equips that could be really solid on her. One could be Fern's True Weapon. Fern's True Weapon has like a stackable damage buff, if I'm not mistaken. And that could be somewhat good if we don't want to use her actual True Weapon. The super art is just super crit, and then you give everybody 200% water damage. It's pretty solid. Or water allies get 200% damage, let me say. It's actually really good. I personally I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on Momo yet. I have to see her in game. She seems okay. But we have the abilities here. Increase super crit if you're above 80%. If you're above 50%, you get 100% crit. Human allies get 10% more stats. I think that's kind of low, but considering she's on the team with Hoka, and Hoka already gives 20% max HP, I could see why they did this. Increase own magic res by 10%. I mean, it's alright. It's definitely alright. The true weapon doesn't change her really at all. It's just 30% damage, 2 arts. She's going to be a great final slot unit, chat. Great final slot unit. In your team comps, whenever you make teams and you're just wondering who you can put to like kind of round out the team, it would be Momo. In most situations, it would be like, okay, well, here's my mono water, right? Let's actually just look at this. Let's bring it up over here real quick. Hold on. Give me just a second, chat room. Okay, so if we look at mono water, right, chat? If you think of your team, you got Ultimate Paladin Roy, you got Hoka, so that's 2 characters that are really great. You can throw on a Beta, which Beta right here. And then like, if you just want someone to round out the team perfectly, I think Momo's your girl. If you want to use someone else, I mean, the only other option, at least when it comes to global, like Super Saiyan God Valerie. You could technically use Shiro because his DR stacks with Beta's DR because his is passive. Canary, Jay. I mean, you have some options, but she's going to be a great final slot unit. And even in like other teams in the game that aren't mono water, like just any team, let's say you're using her alongside Senki, you could put her on the team because they're going to stack DR. So I think there's going to be a lot of synergy with any damage mitigation tank in this game. It's going to be great. But let's actually pull up this again. I don't think she's going to be unique in any way, though. She's just going to be a unit you throw on the team and you hope for the best. Which kind of sucks, because I think there was a lot of hype around her. And she kind of is whatever to me. Just a little bit. Good news is that this race DR is pretty solid, because we do fight a lot of humans and a lot of demons. I would have loved this to be gods instead of beasts, though, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, mono water stack. Beta better than Momo. What? Why are you putting that? They're not even the same unit. They're not even similar. You can use them together. That was the whole point. Because their DR stacks with each other. But Hoka, Beta, Fern, Momo, that could be pretty good. Yeah. So like stuff like that could be great. But when it comes to JP though, I think JP has a lot more options. Of course, you can always put Hoka on the team because the crit damage buff, and the arc gauge. You could use Beta if you want to. That's DR. Let's say like we wanted to use. Are you type B? I think I switched Celia's type B. Yeah, she is. And this could be good. Oh no, she's type F. Yeah, so she couldn't be used with Beta. Could you use Star Swordsman? Probably, right? Star Swordsman probably wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, type B. Permanently increased magic damage. Momo does magic, so yeah, this could be a pretty solid lineup right there. Momo, Star Swordsman, Rosetta, Hoka, and then Beta. That would probably be really good. Or, you know, if you want to go Hoka, Star Swordsman, Momo, Fern. No. You would go Star Swordsman, Beta, Fern, Momo. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be straight. Yeah, Thea's Dream Awakening was really good. Yeah, JPGS has really good characters. Mono Water's really good in JP. I mean, it's good in global too, but like, look at the difference here, chat. You know, click unreleased. You know, we're missing like, what is that? 4 units? Pretty much, yeah, 4 units. We don't even have Toma yet. I don't know if we're ever gonna get Toma, man. It may be that they couldn't even get the rights to that crossover, and they're just gonna act like it never happened. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Momo. She's solid, definitely gonna be good. I don't know how much I like her in the grand scheme of things. We have to see how the rest of this crossover shapes up, because now I don't trust anything they say to an extent. Because I read Okarune's description here and I was like, yeah, I mean, this is solid, but he's probably not going to be good. Like, because this right here, I was thinking like very basic stuff, chat. True Art maybe giving physical equip CT speed, and they would probably try to make it stacking physical equip CT speed and nothing else. And I was like, oh, dude, they're going to make this guy so bad, aren't they? But they actually cooked with them. So I don't even trust these descriptions anymore. I'm just considering it's stuff that they have, like defense ignore. It could be Gigi's the best character. He has like, let's say 800 art gauge on a True Art that's spread out to the entire team divided by 3. And then you have Ira that is able to give you like 80% DR for like 15 seconds of a quest if you time it with the bosses like True Art or something. I don't know. So we'll have to see whenever it comes out. But if we scroll down here to Okarune is crazy, chat. So for one, he is a Summer Miyu clone. I will say that right out the gate. He is a Summer Miyu clone with Sunraku slots being a physical support physical. He has a AoE, or not AoE, he has a overtime art gauge skill. I don't hate it, but I would love if it was just a burst. It's definitely a bit better though than Summer Miyu's, because what Summer Miyu have? Let me check. Summer Miyu. Oh wait, she's not water though. She has accuracy, so definitely a lot better than hers. But I would love for this to be burst. Yeah, definitely I would like this to be a burst a lot more, because especially with this art being skill CT speed, I think there could be times where this skill gets so low. Well, actually, no, you need a lot of skill CT. No, technically you wouldn't. You only need 30% more. That'd be like 100%, so that should half this, if I'm not mistaken. To where like it could kind of overlap. Either way, skill's pretty solid. Art is okay. Physical equip CT speed is only to yourself though, not to the team. Which is weird considering his true weapon doesn't even do a stacking effect. His True Art, this is the big thing, chat. Attack 60% and physical damage 100% stackable. Just constantly. And if you didn't notice already, he has this. At the start of battle, increase on arts by 200. It's ridiculous. So literally every single start of battle, you get 200 art gauge, pop off your True Art, 70,000% multiplier, by the way. 60% attack, 100% physical damage to the entire team. Let's say you have Summer Miyu on your team, chat room. You have 30 art gauge plus an 80% physical damage buff on top of that. It's absolutely disgusting. So you just ramp up with him. And here's the craziest part. People be like, oh, he doesn't have crit. He doesn't have crit. He has a 5-star support. If you want him to have crit, just give him true EX gate. And there you go. He has crit. But pop up with your true art. You get constant stacks of this. It's going to be great. And the super art, once you're finally ready to go with it, is not a 220,000% multiplier. It is a 440,000% multiplier, thanks to him doubling his own super art damage multiplier for the first 2 times in a quest. And then once you use it, you also reduce the enemy's earth res based on your current HP. Now, kind of nutty. Kind of nutty. Yeah, the devious backshot combo every wave with Dandadan, bro. With Okaroon. With John Dandadan. Absolutely ridiculous. So, one thing that's crazy, I don't think a lot of people are talking about, though, is this. Increase DR by 30% for 2 minutes. If near death, passive will end prematurely. So, this only counts for him if he gets near death, right? But here's the thing I was thinking of, chat. This is a passive DR buff, right? Just like how it works with Shiro Emiya's Unlimited Blade works, just like how it works with Kenshin's effect, this works with all other forms of DR in this game, including active DR. So you could make a comp where if you can beat the quest in 2 minutes, Okaroon is going to be an insane asset to you as long as you can keep him above that near death state. So you could use him, 30% DR, right? Let's say you have Shiro Emiya on the team, that's 30% DR and like 20% physical res, right? Let me check. Let me break that up. Where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. Let's say you use Shiro Emiya. 30% DR. 20% physical. Yeah. No. Where's it at? Yeah, 30% physical res, actually. So, 60% DR with just those two. And heavens forbid, you know, let's say you use freaking War God Finn. So for the first 100 seconds, not first 100 seconds, my bad. First 30 seconds of a quest, 45, my bad. I don't know my numbers here. DR, chat. 30%. The man Benjamin with the hundo. What the? Hoping you get that Okaroon. Hoping I get one too. Appreciate that, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, chat, it's not an actual... Everybody's going to freak out. It's not completely 100. It's $15 USD, but yeah, it's still a crazy, man. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Thank you so much. Still my top donor. Still my top donor, Benjamin. Fun fact, Benjamin is the reason why my PC got upgraded like, what, 3-4 years ago? It was crazy. It was crazy. Man was going wild. And it was right before you moved too, right, Benjamin? Man gave me money right before he moved. Like, bro, you need that. Not me. But, yeah, chat. This could be really stupid, though. Like, the 30% DR, for 45 seconds, on top of the 30% DR from Okaroon, 60%, use another DR-based character. There's that. Another thing that could be really good here, chat room, is why not use the Mono Light team with them? The Mono Light duo, let me say. I think it was Rage. I think you mentioned this earlier. But let's go Saitama here, and let's go Kenshin, right? Kenshin Saitama with Okaroon. And here's the thing, is that, well, Okaroon's a spirit. That's the big negative here. He's not going to get the big duration, unfortunately. But something like this could maybe work, where you go Kenshin, Saitama. So you have 60 seconds of DR, 20% DR as well. Put Okaroon on the team. You're now at 50% DR for 2 minutes. Well, relatively 2 minutes. And then let's say you run like one more human character or light character to like amplify that DR a bit more. And now you have Saitama on the team giving you active DR as well. Not to mention, Saitama loves attack, right? Saitama's going to love attack. So with Kenshin buffing up his attack to 200% thanks to his True Art, Saitama getting the attack buff from Okarun over here with the 60% attack. I mean, you know, we get this off like 3 times, chat room, and we're at 180% attack just from Okarun. I think Saitama is going to be damn near blowing up everything. And then the last unit, I mean, who do we run for the last character, right? We go to Mono Light here. Probably want to do a human. We probably do want to do a human. Too bad we don't have Makoto. God damn it. Why don't we have her yet? If only we had Railgun, man. I mean, Chloe could be good just to keep everybody topped up to make sure Okarun doesn't lose his passive. Because if Okarun loses his passive, well, the whole team kind of crumbles. Young Emperor would also be really good, but we don't have him on global yet. So I think that's definitely a team that we could use. I think that's definitely a team that we could go with. Or yeah, you could just go with a regular human character instead of a light unit. If you didn't want to fill the conditions completely, just go with any human character. So like Ultimate Paladin Roy or whoever you want. Sleeping on Uzu OP. Him and Okarun's gonna be dumb. Yeah, Okarun and Uzu's gonna be really good. Well, I don't think you would use Sagiri with them. But I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't think you would use Sagiri because Okarun's Earth Res won't stack with Sagiri's Earth Res. But yeah, I see what you're talking about though. Could you use BF Emperor? Yeah. You could. But yeah, Okarun and Uzu's gonna be really great too. The only thing I wish about Okarun, and I think this is just the biggest thing about this character that I don't like, he doesn't have art gauge in this True Art. So you're really using him for just these 2 buffs and nothing else. Like for Miyu, for an example, you can kind of use Miyu as like I want to call her like a sub Archgener. Not completely like a pure Archgener, you know, she's not one of the main ones, but she's going to be giving you some art gauge here and there every time she uses that True Art on top of the really good buff. So I wish Okarun had that, but to counteract that exact same point though, he does have the 5-star support. So maybe that's what they were thinking whenever they made him, was like, dang, he's going to be really hurting in like team compositions. So let's give him 5-star support to give him an option to Archgen for his team. So yeah, he's going to be great. I do kind of hate how his ratio passive is really low. It's only 1%. I would have loved this to be at least 2, or hell, even like Saitama's. What is Saitama's? Let me look up. What the heck? Is Saitama's 4? 3. It's 3%. Yeah. I would love for that to be 2 or 3. But 1%, it's not terrible. I can see why they did it. He's going to be ramping like hell of attack anyway. So you give him too much and no one in the game may ever be able to catch up to his damage, which I would be down with. Another thing is too, is that he doesn't have any kind of defense ignore in the kit or crit chance. So you kind of have to give that to him. But yeah, he's going to be great as a free-to-play, not free-to-play character, but he's going to be great as a event grind character, just, you know, farming events. Co-op, for an example, helper rewards. He's going to be a godsend. I guarantee you all you guys are going to be using this man for helper rewards during this crossover. What else? I mean, he's going to be used damn near everywhere. The mines is crazy, chat. I'm already showing... Look, I'll show you my mines team right now. I'm going to show you my updated mines team once Okarun comes into the game. So the updated mines team here, and this is what's going to probably be able to get through damn near every floor. We might be able to push to like floor 150, possibly 200 with this comp. Because double Miyu was already doing it. But we do double Summer Miyu, or Summer Miyu. We'll leave one spot blank. The blank spot would be Okarun. We'll go War God Finn as leader. Because with War God Finn as leader, you get 30% DR for 45 seconds. Okarun gives 30% DR, so that's 60% DR. What the heck? I don't know what that banging was, but and then let's say for the last character, here's the thing, and then for the last unit, you would either run another Okaroon or you would run a Summer Miyu, and then this team just shits out damage. It just will blow up everything, and everyone else will handle it. Like Okaroon, Miyu, they'll handle all the bosses in the game. Another thing is that Okaroon can even handle Geo's Agnes because he's a spirit, ladies and gentlemen. So if you were using Veldora or whoever before, you don't have to worry about using him anymore because now you have Okaroon and you could just bring him. So yeah, it's great. How do you get Miyu? Miyu is from what do you call it? Miyu is from Fate. She is a Fate unit. If you weren't here for the Fate crossover, you can't get Miyu, unfortunately, anymore. Me when I might, yeah. I mean, I'm a little lazy with it too. Whatever. After like the first 2 or 3 days, the fatigue kind of starts to set in. I'm like, oh, I don't feel like we're doing this no more. But Sagiri's still good for her Archgen, her skill stacks damage, and her normal art, physical damage for all allies. Yeah. Running Luvia would also be good too, yeah. So yeah, Okaroon's gonna be really good. If you guys are, you know, if you've been here since this girl right here came out, you know for a fact how good she is, and you know that if you missed her, you probably hate it so much, man. I know so many people that are like, oh my god, I wish I got Summer Miyu. And now, with Okaroon being out, you technically are gonna have another chance of getting Summer Miyu. So yeah, sorry, Summer Miyu. Well, that's the thing too. You can use them together, which I think using them both together is going to be a very good team comp. Yeah, missing Hoka. That's the thing too. You can go Hoka here instead. If you don't want to use War God Finn, you could go Hoka for the crit damage. But I think War God Finn's going to be better in the mines for the simple fact that he has that. Is it Master of Battle? Is that what that passive's actually called? Yeah, it is Master of Battle. Yeah. That 30% DR for everyone. The Kenshin crossover, yeah. I mean, if you don't have Miyu, it's okay. Because everybody's going to start putting, like, Miyus on their friends list for the mines. So you can still using... Well, I mean, they've been doing that. But... So you can still use Miyu in that. Oh, man, excuse me. But... You can still, you know, try out that team comp that I'm talking about. You would just, instead of using Miyu... Where you use Miyu as a friend, Okaroon as a unit. You know, if you have War God Finn, use War God Finn. And then for the last character, you could go like whoever. You could go like a DR unit like Shiro. Or where you said you join Kenshin. So you could go like Hiro Saitama if you have him. Or you could go like whoever else you want, like Farron, whatever. It doesn't really matter for that last slot. It could literally be anybody. Saito Hajime would be a great option too. Yeah, Demon Lord Rimuru, the new one has a similar passive. He has 20% DR for 70 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right here. If he's set as the leader, 20% DR for 70 seconds. So he will also work in that slot if you wanted him to be there. Just keep in mind that he does not have crit in his kit, though. So if you wanted a crit buffer for the team, you know, War God Finn would be a bit better. You could still use crit with him. You could still give the team crit though, because you have a 5-star support. So you could run like EX Gate or let Okaroon run EX Gate. You know, whatever you want to do. Oh yeah, Jay's DR right. I forgot about the boy Jay. The boy Jay has a measly 10% DR. 10% DR. But yeah, I can see the vision. 10% DR, 40% if you have Okaroon on the team. So yeah, you could run Jay instead if you just want like crazy damage ups and stuff. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. How many 5+s you got? It's only one. It's literally just on Demon Lord or Samurai Rim. But yeah, chat. I will say they absolutely cooked with this stuff right here. I am very impressed. Very, very impressed. Can you go to your mono? Wait, which mono team? Ogre, Morgoth, in Shadow, and final could be Hero Saitama. Big damage. Yeah, that could also be really good. What about that new Luan? Luan would be really good with Okarun too. But he's more of a dark, you know, he's more for dark units. You're not really going to be using Luan with him. It could be possible though with Luan, you are going to be using GG on his team if GG's any good, because GG's a demon, so he fills out one of the gaps. Because for Luan, you know, you use Luan, then Shadow, and eventually you'll get like Natasha or somebody. So, but we don't have Natasha yet on global, unfortunately. Mono Fire? I don't have Mono Fire. My Mono Light team, I don't have it built right now. Or I don't have it like out right now, I don't think. I mean, but if I go Mono Light for whatever reason, it's just Saitama, Kenshin, and then like Saitama, Kenshin, I mean, Star God maybe, for some equip CT. And then it kind of sucks because there's really not like another human character I have at the moment that can kind of fill that last slot. So I usually don't use just the Mono Light team too much. I usually just use the duo, these two, Kenshin and Saitama, and then the last character is usually just a human. So whoever I want is that last unit there, which is usually this man. So, oh shit, my bad. Yeah, so you can use a team like this for Mono Dark, and then for Mono Light is this team. Because like I don't use complete Mono Light since I don't have another light human at the moment. Once we get, if I got BF Emperor, then I'd be using BF Emperor, but unfortunately I don't have him. So my go-to team would probably be, once everything's out, these two, more than likely Orville D right here, and the last character would probably be Young Imp. So, but I mainly just use the duo, just these two. Oh, whoops. I use these two and then with human characters. The Magic Girl? Lisa? Oh, yeah, Star God? Yeah. She buffs arts damage. Oh, you're talking about Farron? Yeah, I mean, I use Farron too now. Yeah, I use Farron instead of Hoka sometimes. I don't use her all the time though. She's great, but this team wants humans, and I try to like just mainly use just two light characters, two light humans, and then the rest being whatever element human. Starts with oh, Luana? Her? No, I don't use Luana. Yeah, I don't like Luana at all. But yeah. But chat, they're going to be great. I can't wait for them to come out. They will be dropping in what? Uh, yeah, literally tomorrow night. They drop tomorrow night. So once maintenance hits, your boy's gonna be there. I think we will be doing a possible. So here's the thing, chat. I know we want to do a live stream, right? We want to do a summon live stream. However, I think me and Sleepy are planning on recording a dual summon. And if that's the case, then we may not be able to stream depending on what time he's ready, what time I'm ready. Cause you know, it's our schedules are so crazy. But we are possibly doing a dual stream with Sleepy. Or not dual stream, but a dual summon with Sleepy. Yeah, dual summons are coming back. I think Sleepy's been saving gems for a while, so he has quite a bit. Yeah, Sleepy's been saving for. He's just been logging into the game. I think he has a pity saved. But yeah, dual summon with me and Collins will be happening very, very soon. Yeah, the man is truly ready. And you got me. I'm not ready at all. I'm not ready at all, man. Have you done another run? No, they never done another run of Yu Yu Hakusho. No, I have not farmed Dream Awaken, Sophia. I don't really care too much about doing the free units because they're not really that good. If they were actually good, then I would, you know, spend time doing it, but I don't want to waste time on them. Yeah, a lot of people want them to come back. Hopefully they will one day. I got 500 paid in the bank. Yeah, man. I don't know how much I'm going to be going in on, but we'll probably do like maybe $100 pack possibly. I don't know. We'll have to see. Best comp farm? What does that even mean? Oh, best compendium farm? Is that what you mean? It's cross battle in the training mode. Next rerun they should do is, I don't know, man. We gotta see if they actually do another rerun. They still have to do what Global still has to get the reruns that we need, man. We're out here lacking on not only just reruns but actual crossovers. We got to get a Magical Index, and then we also have to get Kill la Kill again, which I'm not too excited about Kill la Kill, but I do want Kill la Kill to come back for everybody who missed Hoka to have a chance of getting them. Opera Omnia vid win, man. Hopefully one day. And the thing is that it kind of sucks. I would love to make a video like that, but I would just have to find gameplay from other people because I can't get gameplay on it anymore, of course, since the game's dead. Satsuki, I think I have all of the Awoken characters. The only unit I'm missing from Kill la Kill is, I think, Gamagori, which Gamagori is a great unit, but it's not like the end of the world. Dang, why is there so many like different events here though? Is the only event right now just Luan? Because I think I farmed this a bit last time. Oh, I still gotta get the Lucky Gem. I won't lie, after seeing Okarune's kit, I am debating actually max lucking him, but you know, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Oh, you know what? Was there a challenge fight in this? I have not done that yet. I should try that. But let me do this multiplayer stuff real quick, man. Let's see. I'll probably just use J. Oh my gosh, why am I so sleepy? Let me see. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. If Okarune is pity worthy, we gotta see what the other two characters do. I wouldn't like yell and scream pity just yet, because if the other two characters are really good, then, or if one of them are more meta breaking than this guy, then you know, need to give it a second. Once we see the other two units, then, you know, we can start deciding if he's pity worthy or not. Right now, though, I would say he is pretty good just because Summer Miyu was pity worthy. So, yeah. You think Okarune's worth max lucking over Holy Knight Roy? No, I think Holy Knight Roy would still be a bit better, but I don't have Holy Knight Roy. I would say Holy Knight Roy is a bit better if you have the equips. If you have the equips to make it to where he's pretty much like at 300 art gauge right out the gate, and you know, all that setup, then he's probably better because you get 200 art gauge to your entire team, you know? You just get to drop turbo. It's just random. Yeah, it just depends. I don't know. I'm kind of like 50-50. Well, I would say if he gave art gauge, I think I would be a lot more inclined to say that he's pity worthy. But since he doesn't give arts, I don't know. If there's a support unit from this crossover, that would probably be the best, because Ira seems to be like that at the current moment. Just based off her description. But if she's only for mono fire, then yeah, Okarune's going to be the best character. Because I doubt Gigi's going to have art gauge. If he does, hey man, props to him. Yeah, literally auto with a luck team and go do something else. Literally. Eventually you'll get it. Do we only get 500? What? Ain't no way. That is so whack. I'm just kind of ready for Dan to be here, though. Get some new stuff going. I kind of want to do... Well, we're gonna do a showcase, but I really liked whenever we got... Who was it? Uh, it was recent. Was it Luan? Yeah, it was Luan. Yeah. I really like how we did Luan, where after we got him, we like kind of showed him off in a live stream. I may do that again with one of the characters, probably Okarun, just showing him off against a bunch of different things and just kind of discussing some team comp ideas and everything. I kind of liked how that was. I hope GG's good though, chat. I hope to God the man GG's actually solid. How does everyone get to level 120? Is it that easy to get? So yeah, Chosen, the best way to do it... Oh, snap. Oh, unfortunately, Hero Sai, I may have to kick you. Sorry, my brother. But the best way to do it is to run the XP quest. This right here. Let me see. I think it's co-op, right? Is it not co-op? It may not be co-op. It's called the Holy Land of Experience. That right there, the Holy Land of Experience. To run the advanced one on solo, like do solo, use only one unit, the unit you're trying to level up, and let them clear it every single time by themselves. If you have the food that gives you more XP, that would be great. This one right here, this unit XP, the silver melon, or this right here, the 5% XP, either one would be fine. Those, and if you have it, a unit XP crest on your unit is going to level your character up very, very quickly. Props to you too if you have the pass, like the $20 pass. You don't have to buy it, but if you do, it's going to give you like 100% more unit XP. The reason why you want to do it solo though is because XP is split between all 4 units. So whenever you do it solo, only one unit gets all the XP, right? That, or wait 20 days. Nah, if you do it right now and you have like 50 loops set, I think my friend told me it takes about like 200 or 300 runs. I could be wrong. I think it's about 200 runs to get a unit from level 90 to level 120. Personally, I don't really worry about getting units to 120 unless they have a passive at a certain level. If they have a passive at 120, then I will try to, like, you know, grind them to 120. But if they don't have a passive there, then I don't worry about it for the most part. Yeah, man. Yeah, some of the Fate units have a passive at 120 or 110. Every unit's kind of different with that stuff. A lot of newer units, though, I don't think have had passives past level 90. So that's pretty good. Because I think they realize it's a bit of a grind. I agree, nice. I definitely agree. You can buy XP up through Arena? Can you? I didn't know that. Do I think Okarun is better than Saito? No. He's really good, though. I wouldn't say he's better than Saito Hajime. The fastest way to grind crystals is just by playing the story. I tell people not to run the XP crest because we have expeditions and you have to use up energy and you can do other things as it is AFK. That's true too. Yeah, if you don't really care, it just depends. If you want to hard focus on a certain passive, if the unit has it, then I would say spend energy. But the AFK mode is really nice. I do that mainly now because I don't really care about, you know, setting here and grinding over and over. I'd rather use, like you said, the energy on crest farms whenever it's like half off and stuff. Even whenever it's not half off, I still don't try to level up my units because I mainly only play during new events and half off. And like, I might do a Summoner's Road here and there. And then of course, you know, I play like all the new modes whenever they drop. How does the crest work in Expedition? Does it just give you a random one? Yeah, it gives you a random one. It's not guaranteed to be anything. It could be a 4+, it could be a level 3, it could be a level 2. It could be literally anything. If you have your Expedition more leveled, though, you have a higher chance of it being like an actual good crest. That is true, yeah. If you spend money, they do throw rainbow potions. Especially with all the step-up banners. I mean, if you, like, buy the dollar pack once, and you only use the dollar pack for the beginning of each step-up banner, I mean, I don't think you would ever really run out, you know, of max potions. So I think that's like actually a strat to an extent. But at the same time as well, I do know, like, you know, you could buy the dollar pack, wait for the half off, and then there you go. You have 2 multis. Like, you have 2 chances of getting your character, which is also nice. Yeah, you still have like 4. Exactly, nice. Yeah, I think it's hands down probably the best purchase, man. You get so much. But that dollar pack, $1 and you get 50 crystals. It's the best purchase you could possibly do. Better than your Roth IRA, man. Invest into the dollar pack. Yeah, you can only get it one time per crossover. But if you get it once, let's say you know, maybe you got the unit, you got lucky, right? And you summoned the unit that you wanted. You buy the dollar pack, and then you just buy the first step of the step up, and you just do that every time they reset it during that crossover, and you're gonna stockpile a lot of max elixirs. Seems like, yeah, he's definitely gonna be one of the best units in the game. He's not gonna be the best, but one of the best units. He'll be really strong. Yeah, you can, Joshua, because it's going to be a new crossover. They always reset the dollar pack each crossover. So if you bought the dollar pack for Farron, you'll be able to get the dollar pack again for Dan to Dan. Hey, don't turn the kids off the Roth IRA. I'm not a financial advisor, I swear. Yeah, GC Pass is really good. I like the GC Pass mainly for the potions, and the extra XP, player XP specifically, is really nice. I just haven't got around to farming Crest recently. Like, we just had half off, what, like last week? Dude, I didn't even farm Crest once. It was bad, chat. Grand Crusade specifically for fusion equips. It's for you to get the unique equips that you can make. They're really OP and very good if you invest into them. The problem is that early on, I don't think you really should do it too much, but you can, you know, in tandem with like your actual progress in the game, since it's kind of its own separate entity. It has its own like stamina system and all that. So while you're playing GS, you know, grinding events and stuff, you run out of stamina, you're like, oh, what do I do? You can always go play Grand Crusade and try to tackle that and see how far you can get. Because you can get some really good equips from it. Lots of broken equips are in there. But I will say it gets better if you've already crest farmed. If you've been crest farming, like 3,000 times better when it comes to the Grand Crusade, because you can put crest passives on those equips that you make. Well, I mean, I don't really mind farming crest because I just consider it like an AFK thing, you know? You set your crest team, you make sure that it's pretty much working 24/7, And then after you know that it's going to be working no matter what, you put it on auto, you kind of just go do something else. So like on my emulator, right, I'll put it on auto and then I'll play something. Like recently, I've been playing 2K with my friends because it just came out. So with 2K coming out, I'll just put GS on one screen, you know, leave it on auto on Crest, and then just play 2K and then check it like whenever, make sure the auto's fine, and then just keep doing that, you know? But yeah, if you like sit there and you do it manually, if that's like the way you have to do it because your team just isn't that good or whatever, yeah, it's gonna definitely suck. It's gonna be bad. What did I make on 2K? I made a technically, I guess most people call me a stretch cleaner, but I'm a 6'10" power forward. I wanted to make a sharp rim. I wanted to make one of my old builds that I used to have in like 2K21. It was a sharp rim. I think that was like back when they did the pie charts, and I was red and green as a big, and I was just sparking that thing. But this year, I pretty much try to make that again, and I'm mostly focused in shooting, rebounding, and a little bit of playmaking, because of course, you know, you need that break starter and all that. But yeah, I don't really have anything in finishing, but I heard the cat breakers go crazy if you have a weakness like that. So it could be, you know, once I have my cat breakers, if I want to invest into my finishing, I damn near could have probably an 80 driving dunk by the end of it. I kind of like the pie charts. I did. I think they were cool. I mean, of course, you know, have like your own. I like the free kind of system we have now, but I think the pie charts weren't necessarily a bad option. How does Grand Crusade carry over to the base game? I know the equipment can be used. That's the main way it carries over, Matori. It's mainly just you use the equipment from Grand Crusade and you can put it on any unit in the game and use that. You can create your own true weapons technically through Grand Crusade because you can create specialized equipment and make it to where only that character can use a specialized equip, which is pretty cool if you want to like really invest in it like that. It's kind of like, apart from Crest, another way for you to have an endless goal. Like there's always going to be something for you to chase after. I think it's like the main takeaway from Grand Crusade. Just another option for you to really min-max. How did I get Jada 120? Luck gems. A lot of luck gems, man. But yeah, I've been using that. I really like my build though. I definitely love it. I don't like the 7-4s though. I will say that the 7-4s I think are a little toxic right now. Dude, I was literally playing Rec earlier with one of my friends, and I'm 6'10", I'm max wingspan as well, and I was guarding a 7-4 stretch, and literally, I was right there, hand and face, like all over the dude, practically kissing his forehead. I'm talking about, mwah. And dude got an open shot right over my dome. I said, there ain't no way. It's crazy, man. They really can't be contested, can they, Grizz? It's so bad, man. Yeah, I think they're going to get patched. I think that and possibly tempo shooting is going to get patched a little bit. Or rhythm shooting, let me say. Where like you can only green the tempo. I think that's going to get patched. Because I feel like with that, you need to green the tempo in the release. Because some people, man, they're abusing that shit. They are abusing it like crazy. Because you'll see, like, there was literally one in the rec today that I played against. Dude made a moving, like, limitless 3. Got an early release, but perfect the tempo with it, and it just went in. And I was like, wow, okay. This game is so unserious. But yeah, I think it's gonna be really hard if you want to make like a big this year, at least until that stuff gets patched. If you wanted to make like an inside center, because you're at such a disadvantage compared to the actual stretches. Yeah, GC did a lot, but it sucks that a lot of people don't even like try to get into GC because I think it's like the one of the greatest game modes they've ever added. And once, I build some more teams, I'll be playing GC like all the freaking time. But I think I need like probably like well, actually no, I think I could probably do GC really well now. I just need to go back into episode 1 and actually grind up my team a bit more cuz my team was just way too weak. Yeah, it's like a second game. Yeah, it's great. Cuz like chat, if any of you are new in the game and you've never played Grand Crusade, just to give you an idea of how the equip system works. It's not like too complex, but you pretty much play Grand Crusade and you get materials. And whenever you get these mats, if you go into the forge in town, or it's like gear crafting or whatever, I don't know. You go talk to Vina in the town, and you can make GC equips. Well, these GC equips are ridiculous. Like, look at this. You get a stackable dark damage buff as a magic equip. I mean, of course, it's a 5. Oh, no, this is a 5-star. I forgot. I thought this was 6-star. But then you have one that buffs up your physical damage by like 150% if you get it at max. Like, come on now. That's ridiculous. Or if we look, what is it? You got like this 4-star physical. It gives you arts, and then you can get damage, and then this can roll with other stuff as well. You have the 4-star magic. Where's that at? Oh, they take it off? Rising Arrow? I don't know why they don't have Rising Arrow on here no more. Hey, it was one of the recommended equips. Also, chat, this is back up, by the way. Where's it at? 4-star magic. There it is, Rising Arrow. This is like that. Oh, it's because it just buffs up attack. It doesn't, I thought it gave Arcage too. But yeah, it gives you attack. I have arts on mine. It gives me like 9 arts or 10 arts as well. And with all these equips, you can put crest effects on them and have like a 4-star with like a level 4 crest effect, and it could give you 750 attack. Or you could have a equip like Vulture Cap that has equipment CT on it, and it gives you equipment CT like as a passive. So it literally allows you to stack crest effects, or not really stack, but you can make use of a lot of different crest effects thanks to these equips. So crests that like aren't that good now seem a bit more appealing thanks to this system, which I think is dope. Because let me see, does this actually show the different crests, like what they do? Gimmicks, normal attack. Wait, that's the regular one. Shrine of Oblivion. It does not show. Yeah, it doesn't. But like, you can put like Promise of the Funeral God on as a passive on an equip, or like Shrine of Perdition. This gives you like an art gauge crest, so you could use that on an equip. Shrine of Diamond Dust, I think, gives you. Is that Curse Frost? Or is that Shrine of the Curse Claw? I think Curse Claw gives you Curse Frost. That makes sense. But this gives you like the physical damage and like the negative defense. Like that could be used on a passive. So all this stuff is gonna be. It just kind of really makes stuff good that isn't necessarily good. That's what Grand Crusade does the best, I guess. All right, see you, Nice. Thanks for hanging out, man. Is OP 40 arts with a arts up crest? Oh, really? Claire's Arc? I didn't even see that one. Let me go back to it. Was it a support item? Let me see. Yeah, support. Okay. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me scroll down. So it's called Claris Arc. Four-star? Oh yeah, right here. Four-star support. Increase target's arc gauge by 35 to 50. Oh yeah, that's actually insane. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if you get 50 arc gauge on a singular unit right out the gate, plus you have like a level 4 crest on them, or a level 4 crest passive that gives you arc gauge, and they have a arc gauge up crest on them as well. Jesus Christ, dude. You're pretty much starting with like 100 arts right out the gate. Just from one equip and then like your crest, you know, fragments. Or your crest effects, let me say, not fragments. Yeah, Okarune's really good. I really like the Kindle chatter. Best one I got is 20 art gauge. Plus 5 arts for 12 seconds with a crest. Oh, wow. Yeah, it does seem really good. I got Emiya straight to only blade works. Oh yeah, because of his defense item too, right? You get 100 arc gauge with his defense item plus that. Yeah, that's insane. I didn't even think about that. That's definitely a good one. I need to keep a lookout for it. I hope to, man. I hope to. GG better be good. If GG sucks, oh man, Yama P ain't never gonna hear the end of it. But I think they really cooked with Okarune, so I guess we got to see. I really hope Gigi's not going to be the L character from this crossover. Also, chat, should I dare go look back at the tier list? Should I dare? I don't know if I want to look at the tier list. Let me see. What do we got right now? Yeah, this shit's rigged. I think this stuff looks so... Oh my god. I can't, man. Who's your L unit in Firin? I don't know. Whenever I refer to like the L unit, I just mainly mean like who's technically like the weakest from the crossover. Doesn't necessarily mean they're bad, but I would probably say Stark, just because Stark's gimmick is a little annoying to play with. If Stark was able to retain his stacks, he would be insane. But since he can't retain his stacks, I don't really like how it is, especially if you're breaking with them, you know, but, or even like dealing damage. It feels bad. It doesn't feel good. Cause you're like, I spent all this art gauge, you know, building up to it. Now I gotta do it again. Good news is he at least ramps art gauge. So, you know, he kind of like batteries himself, but still, you know, it kind of sucks. Granted, I guess you can also make the argument that most stuff isn't going to survive a maxed damage super art from him. Yeah, it does take a while to do that stack, even if you have really good arch generators. I think also too, like his passive, I wish it was a conditional, if they added like conditional effects or like conditional skills to the game, or I guess you would say conditional passives, where you could just, once you hit like near death once, you can swipe down or swipe left or something like that, and you could activate it. If that was the case and it was on Stark, completely different opinion about him. I'm just gonna let that be known now. completely different opinion because that DR buff he gives is huge. If I could save that for like massive nukes and everything, oh my god. Amazing. Amazing, man. But yeah, he would definitely probably be the weakest. Like I said, I think Yubel and Farron are probably still the best from that. Fern is really good too. But Yubel's a bit better just because, you know, support. I value support a lot, especially if you're a brand new player coming into the game. Support's going to be great. And then Farron with her, you know, crazy arch gen and stuff, it's really good. Ascended Heart? Oh, FM Heart? FM Heart's, yeah, he's a solid new character. You do need a equip, though, to make him work. And that equip, or if you want to make use of his passive, let me say. And that equip is this one right here. Give me just a second to find it. Here it is. It is Divine Arachnid's Tears. You need this. And the reason why is because it reduces your HP by 99%. And you want that on your heart, your Ascended Heart, because this gives you, right here, you get, well, you get more damage. Oh, no, not more damage. Wait, yeah, right? Increase super art based on how low. Oh, yeah, increase arts based on how low HP is. Okay, yeah. I am right. It doesn't give you damage. It gives you art gauge. Wait, I didn't know that did that. Wait, what? Has that always done that? I did not know I did that, but I'm talking about this right here. You get defense ignore and you get 350% damage up if you're low on HP. But if you take lethal damage, you revive with 30% HP and you get 200 art gauge. He's kind of a broke version of Luvia and Rin, which are great characters because Luvia and Rin state when near death increase everybody's arc gauge by 200. So if you have that defense equip, or not defense equip, my bad, that support equip right here, Arachnid's Tears, on your Luvia and Rin, you instantly trigger that passive. So you can kind of do that with FM Heart, but you have to make sure FM Heart gets hit by something. If he gets hit by something, after, you know, you pop that item, everybody on your team will get the 200 art gauge, which is great. I use it for that. It works. It's not completely perfect, but more than likely you're going to take some kind of hit after you use it. Where do you find that equip? That equip is from the mines. It's from the mines specifically against Omega Redacne. It's a tough fight. It's not too bad. There's plenty of comps that can probably beat it, but yeah, Omega Redacne in the mines is where you get that equip. You're spamming us. Yeah, I didn't even know it did the art gauge. That's insane. I never, I guess, put 2 and 2 together because I was always like, damn, that 5 arts per second is really putting in work with this Met FM Heart. But yeah, absolutely. That's what it was. It's that additional 150 whenever he's low on HP. Is Omega Redacne the one that's really difficult? Or I thought you could. Can you not reflect nuke Omega Redacne? I forgot how I did it, or how I was farming her. I think I got lucky though, chat. I don't think I was actually farming her. Now, come to think about it, I think I just got lucky. Oh, what is this? Increase all target stats and reduce own stats. Oh, so it's like it cancels out, but you get 5 arts. Not too bad. I mean, Chris, everyone got, man, dude, I got like a smooth 130 right now, 140. Yeah, I think that's how I did it. I reflect nuked her with Malim. Oh, you can nuke her with Hajime and defense ignore now? Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah. No, no, no. I don't. Wait, do they? All the Omega bosses in the mine immune reflect? Shit, now I gotta look this up. You got me questioning. I'm out here scratching my head right now. Let me see. Mines guide. Control F. Redact. Me. Dachny. Let me see. Let me see. No, you can do. Wait. Wait. I read the wrong thing. Oh yeah, same as her regular version. Yeah, yeah, you can nuke it. Yeah. It says a floor 200 team is Sandstone, Heart, Haruto, 12th generation Mizuki, Miyu, or Chobei. Floor 100 team is Sandstone, Heart, 12th generation Mizuki, Miyu, or Chobei. Really? Wait, best if you're using the Ultra Relic. What's the Ultra Relic do? What does that do? This defense item. Increase all allies' defense by 50% and damage resist by 20%. At the start of battle, negates all allies' damage for a total of 3,400 and increase all allies' crit res. Is it because of the crit res? Hmm. But yeah, no, it says that you can. Yeah. Yeah, they haven't updated it in forever, yeah. It is pretty. The teams don't seem too up to date. Let me see. What was their last update on this? Who was it? Was it the new guy? Zwiber? Shiro slash Gamagori. Ultimate Paladin Roy. Summer Miyu. Shadow or Saito. Okay. Would you test OG Finn with his Dream Awakening comes out? I don't know if I'll do a damage test, but I'll definitely showcase him. I think his Dream Awakening is pretty dope. He seems really good with that Dream Awakening. But yeah, I mean, in the showcase, we would do a little bit of a damage test or like a damage comparison, maybe. I don't think he's better than Summer Miyu unless you value the attack buff a bit more than Arc Gauge. Summer Miyu still has the Arc Gauge, so there's that. And also Super Crit. Okarun doesn't have Super Crit. Oh, really? You can double nuke Zwiber? Yeah, I've never... I don't know if I've ever fought Zwiber. I think I fought him like once. I don't know if I ever did the Omega one. I think I am too, Empress. You already know what I'm going to do, man. The card's ready. The card is ready, man. Got $300 ready if I need it, yeah. Hey, man, I hope not. I hope I don't have to. You think I do? What, that I get confused? No. If you talk about the way that I speak and the way that I think out loud, that's not me getting confused. That's me processing the information and actually working through it and looking at all of my resources so I get my facts right. Wallet summons have been breaking this poor 9-to-5 employee. You can Roy Phantom Bullet when you see Zyber cut in. You can nuke it with Cyto, but Omega is a bit different. You have to wait a bit longer. Oh, it's one of those. It's like one of those tricky nukes. Okay, I think the only one that I'm able to do like consistently with that is, well, it's an easy one. It's like in the DOT floor where it's the bird that comes in and you, I think you reflect. Oh no, yeah, you put on like your reflector, you nuke like the dragon before, and you go into the second stage and you just flick up on the true art with Malim and you insta kill it. That's literally like the only one that I think I've ever done. I need to watch Okarune's kit be back. I'll give a like on that vid. Hey, appreciate it, Hope. Why do I think Cyto is better than Hulk? Is this really a question? Cyto Hajime is absolutely busted. Let me show you if we compare the two real quick. For one, you can't really compare them too much because they are kind of different in terms of the role they play. But they are both attackers, so we can compare them on that regard. If we look at Cyto Hajime real quick on the side. So Cyto Hajime, for one, has amazing slots. It's physical, support, defense. Very similar to Okarune, but not entirely, of course, right? The main thing you want to look at, though, with Cyto Hajime is that he has 30 arts on the true art, so he's good. He's very good in team play because he also applies a debuff as well, but it's the super art. He has accuracy built into the kit, so he's able to counter evasion bosses really well. And not only this, he also has the DR down. The DR down isn't just 75%, it is 150% as long as he's not afflicted by a status element. So with Cyto Hajime, you can pop this super art pretty much guaranteed thanks to his passive right here, where every single time you load into a new wave, your skill becomes 100 arcade skill. So you can use your art, get all your stats, go into the final wave with your super art, pop off, because not only are you going to be getting a massive buff because your art's giving you stats thanks to this passive right here that gives you a ratio passive, you get a massive buff from the DR down, which is a multiplicative debuff in the game. So it is going to exponentially increase your damage, and Cyto Hajime has access to his true weapon, Cyto's Katana, which is these types of true weapons that give like 50% damage and then 70% elemental damage are some of the best damage buffing true weapons in the entire game. Like, you see people run this all the time on any fire character. In fire, it's true Delta suit, it's Delta's true weapon. For Earth, it's true Owen, Irie's true weapon. Water doesn't have one yet. They may have one on JP. They may have it on JP. I don't think they have it on Global, though. But yeah, you have that. And not to mention, too, it buffs up his damage even more because it gives him more attack and defense. So that's really good. Another thing, which we'll have to see if this is the case whenever Okarune comes out. Okarune, if he hits once, that's also a benefit. Cyto Hajime does one single big hit, which is really good because in certain instances, you can use that to cheese boss mechanics. The main one that people do, I can actually show you right now. It's a crest farm against the bird. Let me see. Grand Summoners. What is that called? Is that the Emerald Bird? Let me see. Mines. Not mines, my bad. Crest. Diamond Dust. Diamond Dust. Diamond Dust. So, with this one, so here's a team that Redo used. And Redo, you can see that he's using Saitama. Saitama has this effect too, where he has one singular hit. Well, if we skip ahead to where we fight the bird, the reason why certain attacks are really good if they have one single hit is because you see all these thresholds. Watch what happens if that singular hit kills before it reaches a threshold. Watch. The threshold doesn't happen. That threshold doesn't happen. So not every boss in the game has this. Some bosses are immune to this little, I guess you could say, cheat, exploit, whatever you want to call it. It's not really an exploit. You're just literally dealing more damage than the boss's HP pool. But having a single hit like that is really good. I don't know if anybody's done it with Saito Hajime. Did anybody do it with Hajime? Let me see. Hajime. Saitama, Sunny. This is a year ago. Saito's not that old, right? I don't think anyone has one with Saito. Usually whenever people get a crest team that works, they just use that. But yeah, like that's one of the teams that actually work with it. And that's why it's like really good in that regard. So I don't think he's better than Saito by any means. And also I think Saito is a bit better in team comps. Like if you aren't going to have multiple waves, then I think it's going to be really hard to use Okarun, since he doesn't really have any art gauge in the kit apart from the skill. And you have to kind of like ask yourself, is the damage buff that worth it, or the DR buff that he gives passively that worth it? If it is, then of course use them. But yeah, I definitely feel like Saito Hajime is still the GOAT. The status element buff in Saito's SA still process if he gets a status during, or is it at activation? I think it's at activation. When you activate the super art, as long as you aren't inflicted by a status element, you'll get the 150% DR down. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, Saito, or not Saito, but War God Finn's gonna have a field day with Okarun. And another thing is too, bro, Veldora with Okarun, it's gonna be kind of nasty. My goat's actually getting a little bit of a buff. Yubel with Okarun, yeah, Yubel's gonna be great as well. Well, the only thing is, like, I just hate how his Earth Res, if it could, like, stack with other Earth Reses, it would be great. It's still going to be really good for him, but, like, for example, Yubel pretty much doesn't even need to use her super art anymore, I don't think. Because what does it do? It only does Earth Res down, right? Oh, no, you get accuracy as well. So, yeah, there's that. You get that buff. But yeah, everything else is kind of whatever. But yeah, Yubel with her super art damage increase on her art, use that alongside Okarun. Okarun's freaking super art is going to hit so stupidly hard. He's going to be a great unit, man. Just, you know, judging off the amount of teams that we can already come up with, you know, the different scenarios we're drawing up, should give you guys more than enough to be like, yeah, you know, he's gonna be good. He's kind of like a no-brainer kind of unit, you know. I think you will see Okarun in more like events and stuff like that, though, than someone like Saito Hajime, just because like the way how his kit is. It's very farmer friendly, you know, or event friendly, let me say. Like Jay, Summer Miyu, Okarun, they all kind of have this where they get like 200 art gauge. Gray was originally the first one, right? You saw Gray everywhere because he was a luck unit too, where they get art gauge every single wave. So they make event farming very, very easy. And since they're a luck unit, you know, that's just a bonus. Of course, Okarun's not going to be a luck unit, but if you can make him a luck unit, you'd be really freaking good. Any nuker on the Bluebird Extreme if you Malia and time stop? Oh yeah, you can time stop too, right? I used to use Xion to nuke, as the faster than Saitama, but if you time stop the bird, you can nuke with anything. Yeah. Also, I think that's gonna be it for this chat. I think I have 20K. Thanks for everybody who joined the grind though. We have 10 luck gems, chat. The collab lasts until October 14th or something like that. What am I lacking? I think support, right? Oh, I'm not lacking support at all. I have 20 of them bad boys. Oh my god. That's all good. I see you later, Rage. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Oh wait. I need to clear this. Look at me, chat, out here. Being lazy. Let me see. Someone said that you can put mines equips in here and max LB them. Is that true? They lied to me. They lied. Dude, can I just do this for like that? Thank you. Man is just so weird. Man just likes to type just to type. Yeah, I don't see why not either, man. It's technically an event. Like, does this count? Okay, this doesn't count. Because I don't think they have to be max leveled. Yeah, because this isn't max leveled. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the first was Kurobara. Yeah, you're right. It was from Yu Yu Hakusho. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, he was the first one. Then it was Gray. That's right. That's right. Because he gave what, like... No, he had the same passive, right? It was based on his luck, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, based on luck, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. I completely forgot that he did that. Holy dude, it's been so long since they came out. But chat, I think that's going to be it for this stream, man. Went on for about an hour and 30 minutes. I was thinking about playing some Yu-Gi-Oh, but I think I'm going to call it there. I do want to actually stream my stuff on Kaiju 8. I'm playing Kaiju 8 right now, the game, and I've been having a lot of fun with that. They just recently had their first raid battle, and I've been grinding that like crazy, chat. But we'll have to see if we can maybe like squeeze that in here and there. Next stream we do though will probably be, if it depends if me and Sleepy do the collab. We don't know if we're doing the collab summon it or not, but if we are doing the dual summons, the next stream will probably be next Wednesday, possibly, maybe sooner. Oh no, actually it may be Tuesday, because I think Wednesday I'm going out. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, next Wednesday I will be doing stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. It just depends how everything lines up. So yeah, next stream we do would be farming the Okarun event and everything. But tomorrow, chat, we got a Should You Summon coming out. You guys probably already know the answer to that. We got a summon video coming out Friday. And then Saturday, we'll be having, more than likely, I was thinking about releasing it early, a survival guide like we did during the 6th anniversary, I think it was, to tell you guys exactly how to hopefully hold your own against all this crazy crossover stuff and not spend all your crystals, so you still have stuff. You still have a good amount of crystals for later banners. But yeah, thank you all again for hanging out though. It's been your boy P, and last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.